City Courthouse, Miami, Florida. Morning 11:20 a.m. Judge Rodriguez reviewing DUI cases, busy docket, back-to-back cases. Court reporter Michael Torres, 55 years old, 22 years court service. Typing on stenography machine, every word said, mechanical, automatic. Defendant Thomas Wright, 64 years old. Charge: DUI third offense, serious charges, possible jail time. Standard courtroom procedure. Prosecutor presenting evidence, establishing defendant identity, criminal history. Clerk placed defendant's driver license photo on large display screen for record. Standard protocol every trial. Thomas Wright, age 64. Florida license. Photo clear, face serious, gray hair, weathered features. Michael sitting at stenographer station, fingers moving across machine keyboard automatically, eyes mostly down. Years of muscle memory, typing without looking. Occasionally glancing up to see who's speaking for context. Screen updated with Thomas's photo. Michael glanced up casually. Routine check, barely registered, fingers still typing. Then stopped. Froze mid-keystroke. That face. Older now, more weathered, gray hair instead of brown, lines deeper. But familiar. Very familiar. Michael's mind flashed instantly. That photo, Jake's bedroom, framed on desk. 14 years there, grainy, blurry but precious. Soldier in desert camo. Jake's savior, soldier Thomas. Michael's son Jake Torres, Marines, 2010. Afghanistan deployment, age 20. Convoy hit by IED, Jake critically wounded, trapped in burning vehicle. Jake survived, came home, always told story. Soldier named Thomas pulled me out, saved my life, dragged me from burning Humvee, stayed with me until medevac, then transferred out next day. Never saw him again, never got full name, just Thomas. I took one photo with my phone before he left. Blurry, but it's him, my hero. Jake kept that photo framed, worshipped it. That's the man who gave me my life back. Michael saw that photo every single day visiting Jake. Hundreds of times over 14 years, memorized every pixel of that blurry face. And now, courtroom display screen, 14 years later, older version but unmistakably same face, same bone structure, same eyes, same Thomas. Michael stood up abruptly from reporter station, trembling. Judge, Mr. Torres. Michael: Your Honor, sorry to interrupt. But that defendant, that photo on screen, I know him. He saved my son's life. 2010 Afghanistan. Jake Torres, Marines, IED convoy attack. Wounded critical. Thomas pulled him out of burning vehicle. Jake kept his photo 14 years, framed in his room. I see it every day. That's him, I'm certain. That's Thomas who saved Jake. Courtroom went silent. Thomas at defense table turned, stared at Michael, confused. Judge, Mr. Torres, you're certain? This is serious claim. Michael, voice breaking. Yes, Your Honor. My son Jake, Marine Corporal, 2010, convoy IED. Thomas saved him. Jake talks about him constantly. That photo been in Jake's room 14 years. I'd know that face anywhere. That's him. That's Jake's hero. Welcome to the Forgotten Service. Before we begin this incredibly emotional story about DUI case Miami, court reporter 22 years service, defendant photo displayed routinely. Michael glanced up and froze. That face older but unmistakable. Son Jake, Marines, 2010. Afghanistan IED wounded. Soldier Thomas pulled Jake from burning Humvee. Jake kept Grainy photo framed 14 years. Michael saw it hundreds of times. And courtroom screen shows same face older. Court reporter realizes defendant is son's savior from 14 years ago. Tell me in comments what city you're watching from. And if you believe combat heroes must be recognized, hit that subscribe button. Some photos stay framed in bedroom 14 years. Some fathers look at that photo every day. And sometimes court reporter realizes defendant is the face in son's frame. March 2010, Helmand Province, Afghanistan, Marine Convoy Patrol. Corporal Jake Torres, 20 years old, from Miami, machine gunner, second deployment. Sergeant Thomas Wright, 34 years old, squad leader, experienced, 3 deployments. Convoy hit IED. Jake's Humvee direct hit, explosion massive, vehicle flipped, caught fire. Jake trapped inside, legs pinned by collapsed roof, smoke filling cabin, flames spreading from engine. Thomas's vehicle 50 meters back, saw explosion. Thomas. Man down. Jake's trapped. Without hesitation, Thomas ran to burning Humvee. Flames intense, ammunition starting to cook off, danger extreme. Thomas ignored warnings, climbed into wreckage. Found Jake semi-conscious, bleeding, legs trapped. Thomas. Jake, stay with me. I've got you. Used crowbar from toolkit. Pried metal. Freed Jake's legs. Dragged Jake out through gunner's hatch, only opening, not blocked. Carried Jake fireman carry, ran 100 meters, placed Jake down, checked wounds. Jake conscious barely. Thomas, thank you. You saved. Thomas. You're gonna be fine, brother. Medevac coming. Treated Jake's wounds, tourniquets, pressure, kept Jake conscious talking. Medevac arrived, loaded Jake. Jake to Thomas. Can I? Photo? Remember you? Pulled phone, took quick photo. Thomas in desert camo, face dirty, serious, exhausted. Photo blurry, shaky hands, but captured Thomas's face. Thomas. Heal up, Marine. I'll see you stateside. But Thomas transferred next day. Different unit. Urgent need. Jake never saw Thomas again. Jake medevacs to Germany, then Walter Reed, extensive injuries. Legs saved but permanent damage. Medically retired 2011. Back home, Miami. Wheelchair initially, then canes, then walking with limp. Always talked about Thomas. Sergeant Thomas Wright saved me. Ran into fire. Pulled me out. I owe him everything. Family asked, can we find him? Thank him? Jake. Tried. Thomas Wright, too common. Military wouldn't give contact info, privacy. He transferred, never heard from again. But Jake kept that photo. Grainy, blurry, taken with shaking hands, but precious. Had it framed, placed on desk in his bedroom. That's my hero, the man who gave me my life. Michael, Jake's father, saw photo constantly. Visiting Jake, helping with recovery, every day saw that blurry face. Someday we'll find him, Michael promised. But never did. 2011 to 2024, Jake rebuilt life. Used GI Bill, college, graduated, got job at VA helping other veterans. Married 2018, daughter born 2020. But always kept photo. Thomas framed on desk, home office now. Every Veterans Day, Jake stared at photo. Wish I could thank him properly. Michael visited weekly, grandchild, family dinners. Always saw photo. Thomas's face, blurry but memorized. Every feature etched in Michael's mind. 14 years, hundreds of visits, thousands of glances. That face became part of family lore. Jake's savior, Thomas, the man we never found. Thomas came home 2011, 4 deployments, done. PTSD severe, nightmares, flashbacks, guilt, saved some, lost others. Drank to cope, marriage failed, job lost. Moved to Miami 2015, fresh start failed. First DUI 2018, second 2021, third 2024. Arrested again, facing serious time. Third offense, mandatory jail. Public defender assigned, trial set. Thomas felt defeated. I saved lives in Afghanistan. Now I'm throwing mine away. Never talked about his service. Felt shame about current state. Miami courthouse, Thomas's DUI trial. Michael court reporter, randomly assigned. Photo displayed, Thomas age 64, Florida license. Michael glanced, froze, recognized Jake's hero, 14 years older, but same face. Stood up. Your Honor, that's the man who saved my son. Courtroom shocked. Judge called recess. Private chambers. Michael, Thomas, attorneys. Judge. Mr. Torres, explain claim. Michael, my son Jake Torres, Marine Corporal, 2010, Helmand Province. Convoy IED, Thomas saved him. Pulled from burning Humvee. Jake's had his photo framed 14 years. I see it constantly. That's him. Judge looked at Thomas. Mr. Wright, confirm? Thomas stunned. Jake Torres, yes, I remember. March 2010, IED. I pulled him from Humvee. Is he okay? Michael crying. He's alive, thriving, married, has daughter because of you. Thomas tears. I didn't know his last name, just Jake. I transferred next day. Wondered about him 14 years, if he survived, recovered. Michael. He talks about you constantly. Sergeant Thomas saved me. That photo in his room, we've looked for you 14 years. Recess extended. Michael called Jake. Son, sitting down? I found him. Thomas, your Thomas. He's here, in my courtroom. Jake, what? That's impossible. Dad, are you sure? Michael, I'm looking at him. Older, but it's him. It's Thomas. Jake, where? I'm coming, now. Jake lived 30 minutes away. Broke every speed limit. Arrived courthouse, canes, still needed them bad days. Rushed inside. Michael met him. Conference room, he's there. Jake entered. Thomas stood. They stared at each other. Jake. Sergeant Wright? Thomas. Jake? You're walking. Jake dropped canes, crossed room, hugged Thomas, both crying. You saved me. You ran into fire. You pulled me out. I've been looking for you 14 years. Thomas. I'm so sorry I disappeared. I transferred. I lost track. I wondered about you every day. Jake. Look at me. I'm alive, married, have a daughter, all because you didn't hesitate. Trial resumed. Jake stayed, sat in gallery. Defense attorney presented new evidence. Thomas's military record, combat valor, saved multiple lives, including Jake Torres, who was present in courtroom. Jake testified. Your Honor, Thomas Wright is hero. He saved my life at risk of his own. He's struggling now, but that doesn't erase who he was, who he is. He deserves help, not jail. Prosecutor moved. Your Honor, despite defendant's service, DUI third offense is serious, but given circumstances, recommend suspended sentence, intensive treatment. Judge. Mr. Wright, you saved lives in Afghanistan. You're destroying your own life now. I'm giving you chance Jake Torres asked for. 2 years suspended, 5 years probation, mandatory intensive PTSD and alcohol treatment. Violate, you serve full sentence. Jake's giving you second chance. Honor it. Thomas. I will, Your Honor. I promise. After court, Jake and Thomas sat in courthouse cafeteria, hours talking. Thomas told Jake about that day, decision to run in, fear, determination, pulling Jake out. Jake told Thomas about recovery, surgeries, therapy, rebuilding life, always thinking about Thomas. That photo, blurry, terrible quality, but I treasured it because it was you, my hero. Thomas, I'm no hero. Look at me. DUI convictions. Jake, you're human. You struggle, but you're still hero. You saved me when it mattered. Now let me help you. Jake connected Thomas with VA resources, PTSD treatment, veteran support groups. Michael and family embraced Thomas. Family dinners, holidays, part of family now. Thomas completed treatment, stayed sober, got job, rebuilt life. Jake's daughter calls him Uncle Thomas. Thomas has new photo now, clear, recent, Jake and Thomas together, both smiling, framed beside old blurry 2010 photo. Two photos, 2010 blurry Savior, 2024 clear family. Every Veterans Day, they visit together, place flags, remember those lost. Thomas finally healed because Jake refused to forget him. So now I ask you, how do photos stay framed 14 years? Jake kept blurry 2010 photo, treasured it, hero's face. Michael saw it hundreds of times, memorized every pixel. Courtroom screen showed same face, 14 years older. Recognition instant, connection made. Some photos stay framed in bedroom 14 years. Some fathers memorize blurry faces. And some courtrooms reunite heroes with those they saved. Share your thoughts and comments. Do you know such hero story? Because at the Forgotten Service, we believe heroes must be found. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, subscribe. And remember, some heroes stay invisible 14 years. Some sons never stop looking. And some court reporters recognize faces from sons' framed photos.